And then there were two undefeateds remain in District 25 5A, Steve. The Rouse Raiders and the Georgetown Eagles.
Yeah.
And both of those teams are in the top 10 of Texas high school 5A baseball.
We've been telling you all day long, all this whole season, this district is tough. And you know what? Here we go. We've got what is Georgetown's record? 11-1.
11-1.
11-1, and they're ranked number 6. I think I saw. And
They are.
And here we are. Rouse ranked number 1 this week.
Ranked number 1 in the state, and my goodness, they have been playing good as of late, and hope to see them continue playing that well. They're facing the Glen Grizzlies tonight. Steve, the Grizzlies, a big sleeper team. You can't go to sleep on them. They played Georgetown 5-2, really tough.
Yep.
And they played a slugfest last Thursday night versus Eastview, 18-17. A
Walk-off win.
A one-run loss in a slugfest.
Yep. That is, I saw it last year, and same coach here this year as well. They are coached very well, and they have a great attitude amongst the team. They have good team chemistry. They've just had some tough luck on some things. But you know what? They come here with 2 Division I commits in Brett Hall and Holden Harris, and we're going to see both of them tonight.
And
so
Holden Harris will be on the mound for the Grizzlies. And what a night for baseball it is. As usual, when you come to Glen, it's cold and windy.
Yeah.
Last year, you mixed in a little bit of rain and some technical difficulties because the signal was so weak we were unable to stream last year. But we've got all that remedied. We've got a much better Wi-Fi out here, and so hopefully we won't have any latency issues, and it will be a good night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Mr. Steve Kithil. We thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. Going over Glen, they come into tonight 7-7 so far on the season. They're 0-2 in district, as I previously mentioned, with losses to Georgetown and Eastview. They come off a 2021 season of 4-23 overall, and they finished 2-12 in the district. They are coached by Zach Darling. He's in his 6th year as head coach of the Grizzlies. He's assisted by Alberto Guzman, Zach Totlo, and Tobin Schneider. They have 8 returning starters. Seniors A.J. Click, Ethan Bearman, Brett Hall. Juniors Holden Harris, Rome Fortunato, Luke Berryhill, Heath McCormick, and Campbell Kraswanski.
That's a fun name to say for everyone out there. Give you $5 if you can spell it correctly without looking.
Absolutely. So going over last Thursday night's games, Rouse defeated Liberty Hill 8-4. Georgetown defeated Marble Falls 12-0. Leander defeated Cedar Park 11-6, tightening up that race.
Yep.
And Eastview defeated Glen 18-17. The standings so far in 25-5A, Rouse sits atop. Rouse and Georgetown sit atop. 12-4 overall with a 2-0 record. Georgetown 11-1 with a 2-0 record in district. Liberty Hill 13-3, 1-1 overall. Leander 10-3, 1-1 overall. Cedar Park 9-5 and 1 and 1-1 in district. Eastview 4-7-1, 1-1 in district. Glen 7-7, 0-2 in district, and Marble Falls sits at the bottom, 4-6, 0-2 in district. Steve.
Yeah. So I can tell you the district record doesn't matter. I mean, the overall record and the district record does not matter once you get out on this field. It's kind of like the rankings. The rankings don't matter. You got to play the baseball game, and you got to execute.
You got to play the game, and if you expand to the top 20 in the state, Liberty Hill sits in there.
Yeah, Liberty, and you know what? They deserve to be. I mean, they've been playing lights out baseball this year so far. So
the lineups are being introduced, and we'll go over them as well. For the Raiders, leading off will be number 9, Rainer Heinrich at second base. He will be followed by the starting pitcher and DH, number 8, Oscar Salazar. Number 7, Caden Casper will be in left field batting third. Number 22, Colby Diaz will be batting cleanup at first base. Number 11, Colin Correjo was back in the lineup in right field, and that is a good bat to have back in the lineup.
That's a big addition right there.
Yep. Number 5, Carter Heinrich will be behind the plate. Batting 7th will be number 4, Mikey Caputo at third base. Batting 8th will be number 10, Landon Miller in center field. And rounding out the order will be the shortstop, number 2, Joe Little Shotty Sparshoot.
Little Shotty.
Little Shotty. And here come the rest of the Raiders. Going over the Glen Grizzlies, leading off will be the center fielder, number 11, Brett Hall. He will be followed by the shortstop, number 1, Luke Berryhill. The catcher for the Grizzlies, batting third, number 10, A.J. Click. Batting cleanup will be number 22, the starting pitcher, Holden Harris. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 15, Campbell Kreswanski. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, number 6, Rome Fornato. The third baseman will be batting seventh. That will be Justin Qureshi.
17.
Second baseman, number 2, Logan Worley, will be batting eighth. And rounding out the order for the Grizzlies will be the left fielder, number 3, Austin Wilson. It is a bright, sunny day here in Leander, coming off of a dismal last night. A lot of heavy storms moving through the area. Got a little bit of hail there at the house, some pea and gravel size hail for all of about 3 minutes. But a little nerve-wracking.
It was a little. I don't know. Did you take shelter? I did. I did not, but I took my cars to a parking garage.
I did not, but my dogs were not liking it.
I bet not.
She, Molly, decided that she was going to camp behind my chair. There's a little kind of notch back there, and she worked her way in it, and she stayed back there the whole time. If I got up and moved somewhere, she followed along with me. So we're going to take a moment for the national anthem here at Grizzly Field. We thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back with you in just one moment. It's baseball time in Texas as we're set to get underway here at Glen Field, Grizzly Field, here in Leander. A nice, newest high school here in Leander, the only one with a turf field.
Yeah, that's a sore subject for Coach Campine. He wants a turf field so he can practice during rainouts and rainy days and wet days and all of that. But
well, if
eventually they're going to turf the Raider.
If you're familiar with Raider Field at all, that's a mud slog in front of the dugout.
Yes, it is.
So, water has always been an issue when it has rained there at Rouse. You know, originally it was talked about that it had good drainage and you could play at Rouse where you couldn't play at other fields. But as it's been used over time, the water sets up and becomes a mud bog.
It's definitely it's just it's aged. Let's put it to you that way. It's become flavored.
It has, for sure. Defensively for The Grizzlies on the mound. Number 22, Holden Harris. Behind the plate, number 10, A.J. Click. At first base, number 6, Rome Fortunato. At second base, number 2, Logan Worley. At third base, number 7, Justin Qureshi. At shortstop, number 1, Luke Berryhill. In left field, number 3, Austin Wilson. In center field, number 11, Brett Hall. And in right field, number 15, Campbell Kraswanski. It is a cool, brisk night here in Leander. The wind definitely blowing out of the north. So it's blowing left to right. So anything hit out toward left will be knocked down.
Yeah,
for
sure. Anything hit out to right field is going to cause a lot of trouble. It may actually, it's going to get definitely some lift to right field, but it also will push the ball foul as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a left field foul pole to the right field foul pole is the way the wind is blowing right now.
It is, and those flags are blowing out pretty stiff right now. But it is a beautiful sunny evening. But as the sun goes down, we're hoping the wind will die down, as it typically does. But until then, it's going to be a little chilly.
Before we even start, I want to make a big shout out to Angel Sparshoe for bringing an extra jacket, because apparently I am I'm the guy that left the house without a jacket, and she brought one for me. So I am forever grateful. Thank you, Angel.
Rainer Heinrich will come to the plate as he faces Holden Harris for the first time tonight. Oscar Salazar on deck for the Raiders. Harris picks up the sign. He's pitching from the stretch. First pitch misses low for ball 1. And we are underway here in Leander. The 1-0 pitch, that's high for ball 2. Fastball sails just over the head of Rainer Heinrich. Harris comes set. The 2-0 delivery. That's high for ball 3. That's about 10 high, and Heinrich didn't chase, so you know what's coming right here. Or should be coming.
Should be coming as a nice, meaty fastball.
The 3-0 pitch. That's high for ball 4, and Harris issues a leadoff walk to Rainer Heinrich.
Yeah, there was a take sign on that all the way. 3-0. First 3 pitches of the game. He was not going to swing, whether it was perfect pitch or not.
The young sophomore, Oscar Salazar, will dig in from the right side. 1 on with no outs here in the top of the first. Harris delivers a breaking ball in for a strike.
Nice breaking ball, too.
0-1 the count to Salazar. The hot-handed bat of Caden Casper on deck.
Yeah. Bunt sign might be here. Who knows?
The 0-1 pitch. This is cut on. It's going to be up and hit out to right. Kraswanski underneath it makes the catch, and that will do it for Salazar.
Good play by Kraswanski, fighting the wind and hat flying off in the sun. Not an easy play. Anything out there is not going to be easy at all. Boy, the left fielder is,
playing extremely shallow.
Extremely shallow. Man.
Casper went 4 for 4 on Thursday night. 3 singles and a double. He's batting over 600 right now. He takes for ball 1 on a pitch that was way outside, down and away. Pitch, this is cut on and hit the first. Fortunato has it, and he thought about trying to turn 2 and decided to step on the bag to get the for sure out at first.
I tell you what, that was a good decision on his part, in my opinion. You throw that ball into left field, and then all of a sudden you got a merry-go-round going with runners on the base paths. So
that will bring up the cleanup. Number 22, Colby Diaz. Diaz playing first base when Salazar is on the mound. Harris delivers a breaking ball in for a strike.
That's going to be called. Breaking balls high in the zone are going to be called here tonight.
Do you know where Harris is committed to, Steve?
I believe that was TCU. Now, that's a little dated information, but I believe he is.
The 0-1, that's high for a ball, and
He's
that
been-
will even the count.
He's been committed there for a couple of years now. So, like I said, that could be dated.
The 1-1 pitch, that's on the hands.
Breaking ball.
Justin Qureshi has it. He throws over in
Good
time, and that will do it for the Raiders. 5-3 on the putout of Diaz. Raiders get no runs on no hits. They leave one.
5-3 on the putout.
After one half, we're on to the bottom.
As you may hear, we are battling the wind tonight. How much fun is that?
Well, that is big fun. We want to thank our home run sponsors tonight. Austin Summit Group Realty and the Recon Shop.
Just a moment. Let's see here.
Defensively for the Raiders, Oscar Salazar on the mound. Carter Heinrich behind the plate. Colby Diaz at first. Rainer Heinrich at second. Mikey Caputo at third. Joe Sparshoe at short. Caden Casper in left. Landon Miller in center. And Colin Correjo in right field. Due up for the Grizzlies in their half of the first. Brett Hall, Luke Berryhill, and A.J. Click. Salazar picking up a win versus Leander last Tuesday night in an 8-2 win.
You know, and then Leander goes over and the next day beats Cedar Park at Cedar Park.
11-6.
And just and it wasn't close. They put it on them right in the first inning. So,
well, coming into the game we had with them on Tuesday, they were 9-2, and there are only 2 losses coming to 6A Vista Ridge in the LISD tournament.
Yep.
Prior to that, they were undefeated. So another quality team, and they were at one point ranked in the top 25.
They sure were.
In 5A. Them, along with Cedar Park, they were tied at 25 in earlier polls.
Fielder. Brett Hall.
I would say that Brett Hall, the leadoff guy here, the leadoff batter, is the bat of this lineup, and he is very dangerous. He can hit it. He can hit for power. He can hit for just singles, and he is lightning fast out there.
Salazar pitching from the stretch. He picks up the sign from Heinrich. First pitch to Hall, misses high for a ball one. The 1-0 pitch, that's cut on. That's hit up the middle to short. Sparshoe gets by Sparshoe, and that'll be a leadoff single for Brett Hall. Luke Berryhill will come to the plate. Berryhill, the shortstop for the Grizzlies. And as you can hear over the PA, A.J. Click on deck. 1 on with no outs here in the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Berryhill shows bunt. He lays off. Throw down from Heinrich will not be in time as Hall will pick up a stolen base.
Strike was called on that pitch.
As he did leave the bat head out there.
I mean, Brett Hall is liable to steal third as well.
The 0-1 pitch, a fastball in on the hands. That could be trouble. And it gets through into right field under Rainer Heinrich's glove as he made a great diving play. That will score Brett Hall.
Fantastic piece of hitting the other way. You could see that he was trying to go towards right field, and he sure did it. Found a hole there and got the RBI.
Grizzlies leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. A fastball in for a strike to A.J. Click. Holden Harris on deck. Barry Hill at first. Salazar picks up the sign. He will throw over to first. It won't be in time. I think it was geared more to keep Barry Hill close to the bag, more so than it was to truly pick him off.
Yep, absolutely.
Salazar comes set. He will deal down and away for ball one, and that will even things up at 1.
AJ had 2 home runs last week against Georgetown Eastview, grand slam, and another shot. He was 3 for 4 in that game.
Nothing like having a PA guy that's a play-by-play guy.
That's going to hit my car. Nope.
That one fouled off for strike 2, and Click down in the count 1-2.
He should say, hey, I'm the play-by-play guy here. Not you. You're just a PA announcer, public address announcer.
Salazar takes a long look over to first. Pitch sails high for ball 2, and again the count evens at 2.
Ooh.
The 2-2 pitch. That's in on the hands. A slow roller back to Salazar. He will throw to first to get the out, and that will retire Click, but he successfully moves Barry Hill over just as good as a bunt.
Harris.
He hits into a fielder's choice. It goes 1-3 on the put out.
Boy, I tell you what, you get the ball in on their hands like that on a cold day. Oh, you feel the bees in your hands.
Krzyzwanski on deck. As Holden Harris comes to the plate. He's batting 4th in the lineup, and he takes. Not sure what the count was or what the call was.
That was
the board has it as a ball, but that looked good.
It looked good. It looked like a high strike, but he's going to make that fastball get down in the zone a little bit.
1-0. That's a curveball hit down the third base side. Throw to first in time. And that'll go as a fielder's choice, 5-3. A great throw by Caputo for out number 2.
Good solid play. The runner did move up to third base, but just a good solid play right there by Mike Caputo.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Campbell Krzyzwanski will bat. He's batting from the left side. Sparshoe has it. The throw to first in time, and that will do it for the Grizzlies. That'll go 6-3 on the putout of Krzyzwanski. They get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1, and after 1 complete, it's 1-0 Grizzlies. On to the bottom we go. Due up for the Raiders in their half of the second. Correjo, Carter Heinrich, and Caputo. Again, we would like to remind you of our home run sponsors, the Recon Shop. Does your vehicle still have hail damage from the April 15th hailstorm? You still have until April 14th to file your claim. If you need help filing a claim, contact the Recon Shop at 512-290-4245. We would love to walk you through the claim process, even if you don't have hail. The Recon Shop also specializes in minor dents, door dings, creases, and other large dents that do not require paint. For before and after views of what all we can do, visit our website at thereconshop.com. realty.com. We also want to recognize Austin Summit Group Realty. Austin Summit Group Realty is proud to support Rouse Raider Baseball and their amazing group of boys and coaches. ASG has been in business for over 22 years and has been ranked in the top 10 by the Austin Business Journal year after year. If you need help with anything real estate related, please call Mike or Chrissy Caputo at 512-671-HOME. 512-671-HOME.
Yes, you're right.
Big thank you to our home run sponsors. The UTSA commit, Colin Correjo, batting from the left side. Great to have him back in the lineup tonight as he faces Harris for the first time. First pitch down and away for ball one. Carter Heinrich on deck. The 1-0 pitch, that's high and outside for ball two. The 2-0 delivery, that's down and away for ball three. And the count 3-0. And again, as with the leadoff in the first, he struggled to throw strikes and gave up the leadoff walk. 3-0 the count to Correjo. He takes for strike one.
All the way, taking all the way.
3-ball, 1-strike count to Correjo. Harris comes set. 3-1 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike two, and the count works full.
Got a full count to the batter.
I'm just laughing at the PA. That's we know we have a full count.
The payoff pitch, that's high for ball four. And Harris loses him and gives up another leadoff walk. That will bring up the catcher, Carter Heinrich.
Leadoff walks come around to score a whole bunch. So let's see if this can happen here.
Correjo extends his lead at first. Throw over to first, not in time. Correjo with good speed as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Apologize for the wind noise over our microphones, but it is a breezy.
Good hit.
Great hit by Carter Heinrich. And that will put two on with no outs. On the single to left by the catcher.
Mikey Caputo.
Okay, we're going to get a pinch runner, a courtesy runner. I believe that's going to be Sam Walsh coming into the game.
The ever speedy Sam Walsh.
Yeah.
As he did a great job as a courtesy runner for the Raiders last year.
He filled the role very, very well. I just couldn't ask for anything more.
You know, you have specialists, and then you have Sam Walsh.
That's great.
The courtesy running specialist.
Yep.
And no slight to the young man. He's extremely fast
and knowledgeable.
And fun to watch.
Fun to watch.
First pitch offering to Caputo. In for a strike. It tailed down and away, but gets the call. I still have those images of Walsh sliding across home plate with that glove and just coming up. And I believe it was in that game versus Drip. Caputo lays down a bunt. This could be trouble.
Oh, no, say.
The bases are loaded with Raiders here in the top of the second with no outs.
Fantastic bunt there by Caputo.
Caputo will reach
Yeah.
on the throwing error, and I want to say that came from the third baseman.
I think that's a catcher.
Was it the catcher?
I think it was the catcher, yeah.
That will be an E2.
There's number 10, Landon Miller.
And this will bring up the center fielder, Landon Miller.
With no outs, bases loaded, Rouse really needs to take advantage of this.
Curveball in for a strike.
Yeah, that's
And I'll tell you what,
a wicked curveball.
Harris has great control of his curveball
Sure
tonight.
does. Yep.
Seems like everyone he's thrown has landed for a strike. 0-1 pitch, that's inside for ball two. As Miller jumps back out of the way, and people are telling him wear it.
If you wear that, you get an RBI. Tie game.
Harris deals high for ball two.
That would be the first breaking ball that went for a ball for him. That's
2-1 strike count for Miller. This is hit back up the middle. This is going to be danger. He is not going to have a play on this at all, and that will score Correjo.
And I want to encourage you to give him a base hit on that.
That is a base hit.
Okay.
That is not an error.
That's just a
It was
reaction
going to
play.
be. It was a bang bang play all the way around. He knocked it down. That the Raiders have tied this thing back up, and the bases are still loaded with nobody out for Little Shotty.
Number 100, leadoff batter.
Harris, he deals.
That's
Breaking ball in for a strike, and I mean that was
fantastic.
nothing but pure nasty right there.
Yep.
That one had a 3-7 break on it.
3-7 break and about a foot.
Fastball down and away for ball one.
1-1 to Joe.
1-1 strike count for Little Shotty. Pitch sails high for ball two.
Laid off of that nicely.
We want to thank anybody from the Sparshoe family listening in from Michigan tonight.
Absolutely. Yep.
And welcome back to another season of Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. The 2-1, it's swung on and missed, and that will even the count up at 2. I'm still waiting for that wind to die down, Steve.
Me too.
I'm feeling it.
My Bucky's blanket is not doing it.
I should have borrowed some hand warmers from my wife. The 2-2, this is cut on and hit foul down the left field side. And the count will remain at 2.
Whew. Wind is just brutal right now.
Yeah, it really is. It's howling, so we definitely apologize for the wind noise, but there's not much we can do about it.
We've done everything we can to try to block the wind.
We've put it on the backside, put our crowd mic on the backside of a piece of angle iron. Let's cut on and hit foul again, and that's the talent that Joe Sparshoe brings. Last year he was so good at making pitchers go into deep into counts, even coming in with an 0-2 count.
Yep.
And getting a pitcher to throw 7-8 pitches while he was at bat.
It's extremely valuable, and here we go again. I mean, it's 2-2, but he's seen 7 pitches. There's 8. We're going to see 8 pitches now.
That was a high fastball for ball 3, and that will make the count full. Harris picks up the sign from Click. The payoff pitch. That's high for ball 4, and that will walk in the go-ahead run.
Walks in a run. Now 2-1. Here at the top of the second.
2-1 Raiders.
Coach is coming out for a visit.
And Coach Darling will take a moment, come out and talk to his hurler.
Oscar Salazar on deck.
Rainer Heinrich will be coming to the plate. As you recall, he drew the walk back in the first, so he's 0 for 0 with a walk. A walk does not count as an at-bat.
Nope. Does help your on-base percentage. But,
Definitely does.
But it does not help the batting average.
Short visit by Coach Darling.
How are you doing? Right. Good
Probably talk a little strategy to stave off any runs. As definitely it's an out at any base at this point.
Out at any base. And, I think he's just calming him down, saying, hey, we need you to throw strikes here.
First pitch in for a strike.
Curveball is just working really well tonight.
Heinrich, the sixth batter of the inning. Bases loaded with nobody out here in the top of the second. The 0-1.
Ooh, questionable. We got that one.
That was a letter high fastball that just did not get the call.
Yeah.
And that will even the count for Heinrich. Heinrich doing an outstanding job in that leadoff position for the Raiders this year. A breaking ball. Man, and that one had a lot of hook on it, but it misses for a ball, too.
I think that just didn't catch the inside corner.
But impressive to watch, nonetheless.
Really, yeah.
2-1 the count to Heinrich. That pitch sails high for ball 3, and now the count's 3-1. And Harris, with no place to put him, in danger of issuing a back-to-back walk here. 3-1 pitch. That's right down Broadway for a strike, and that will work the count full.
Pretty sure he was taking all the way there with a strike to give.
This is cut on and hit out towards center. Hall underneath it makes the catch. They tag up. There will be.
Taken in by Brett Hall. Scores another run.
That will score Caputo, and the Raiders take a 3-run lead. Miller will advance to third. And runners at first and second, the sac fly by Rainer Heinrich for the first out. And that will bring up Oscar Salazar. Salazar flew out to right his first time up, so he's 0 for 1.
Casper on deck.
First pitch, this is hit back up the middle. Berryhill has it. He will get the force at second, and that will be it. But a run will score. The fielder's choice by Oscar Salazar as Sparshoe was thrown out at second. That will go 6-4 on the putout of Sparshoe.
Yep, 6-4 on the put out, and he gets the RBI as well. So there's gonna question if we're gonna put a courtesy runner on for Oscar,
and that will. I'm not exactly sure. Thompson.
Looks like we are not doing a courtesy runner for Oscar. We're gonna.
Well, he ran for himself most of the game at Leander.
He can run. Yeah, he's young. He can run.
Caden Casper digs in from the left side. He fouls this one off as he just gets underneath it for strike 1. Casper, the 8th Raider batter in this inning. The 0-1, that's outside for ball one, and that will even things up. Man, I am just hoping this wind will die down.
Yeah, me too.
You know, unfortunately, with baseball, there's no halftime, so you don't get to go warm up for a little bit. You're out here in the big middle. Salazar takes off to second. The throw will not be in time, and Oscar Salazar will pick up a stolen base.
I believe that was a called ball. I believe. Yeah, they put it a ball. 2-1. Mm-hmm.
2 balls, 1 strike count to Caden Casper. 2-1. That's misses low for a ball. And I'll tell you what, some of these pitches, I think he's.
Okay. 2 down here in the top of the second.
I think those are very questionable.
Very questionable. High school level, that's very questionable right there. But
Harris will step off, and he'll look Salazar back to second. Casper looking to give one a ride here. This was cut on. This is hit over to second. Worley has it. The throw to first in time, and that will do it for the Raiders. That will go 4-3 on the putout of Casper. That the Raiders get 4 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. And on to the bottom we go. Raiders now leading 4-1 over the Glen Grizzlies. Due up for the Grizzlies in the second. Fornato, Qureshi, and Worley. We want to recognize our sponsor, Brows by Hattie. Hey, ladies, get your brows done with Brows and Such by Hattie. Semi-permanent makeup applied to perfection. Get the shape you've always wanted and keep it. Save time applying your brows, eyeliner, and lip blush. Wake up every day looking fantastic. Check out Brows and Such by Hattie on Facebook and Instagram and book an appointment today. Thank you, Brows by Hattie, for your sponsorship of Rouse Raider Baseball. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis. He's Steve Kithil. If you're enjoying the broadcast, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, also subscribe so that you can get notices whenever the Raiders are playing, so that you will have those links in your notifications. Oscar Salazar back on the mound to pitch the second.
good inning, good top of the second inning for the Raiders right there. They definitely took advantage of the opportunity and put 4 on the board. It's going to be important to do that all season long. If you get bases loaded, nobody out, you got to put 2, 3, 4 runs up on the board. So it's part of being a championship team.
Well, if you remember the losses that the Raiders have, they were plagued by errors.
Plagued by errors. Yep. You got to make the everyday routine plays.
Rome Fornato at the plate for the Grizzlies as he digs in from the right side and takes for ball 1 on a fastball that was high and gets away from Kerner Heinrich. The 1-0 pitch. This is cut on and hit up the middle to Rainer Heinrich. He has it to throw to first in time and just barely in time.
Whew.
Barely get the runner. That's one.
And we'll go 4-3 on the put out of Fornato for out number 1. Number 7, Justin Qureshi, the third baseman, will come to the plate. Logan Worley on deck for the Grizzlies. First pitch high, and it's
that one got away from him just a bit. Fastball,
just a bit high and outside, inside, down and away.
That was forehead level.
Yeah, that was get out of the way level. Fastball misses high for ball 2.
You know, sometimes in this colder weather, it's the grip on the baseball becomes difficult, and
right.
maybe I usually in weather like this, they allow the pitcher to blow on their hand and warm it up just a little bit so the ball will actually, they can get a feel for the ball.
Well, the hand has a tendency to get dry with the cold, dry air. And also, the ball itself is cold, and so that affects the leather. The 2-0, that's high for ball 3.
And we're noticing it with both pitchers. They're both throwing just a touch high tonight, and the umpire is making them get it down in the zone.
The 3-0 pitch, that misses for ball 4 on a pitch inside, and Qureshi draws the walk on 4 straight pitches.
Here's Logan Worley, second baseman.
Number 2, Logan Worley will come to the plate. He's batting 8th in the Grizzly order. Austin Wilson on deck. First pitch, down and away for ball 1. And Salazar has thrown 5 straight balls.
Yeah, he needs to find the strike zone very quickly here.
The 1-0, that's high for ball 2.
Yeah, this is Coach Krempine is going to come out for a little chat.
Time has been called as Coach Krempine comes out, and me and you definitely know how he feels.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know, there's no place to stick your hand to warm it up for a little bit and kind of get something moving.
He is in the short sleeves, and I mean, just I kind of feel for him right now. Definitely would love this wind to break, and I don't think it's going to get any warmer, though, Michael.
It's definitely not going to get any warmer. That's for sure. The sun going down, and it's going to be cold, and the wind hasn't died down much at all. 2 balls, no strikes to Logan Worley. The wind chill definitely having an effect here. If the wind wasn't blowing, it wouldn't be that bad.
There we go. There's a good pitch.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Got to find what works here. 2-1 the count to Early.
Oh.
A breaking ball stays a little high for ball 3.
3 balls and a strike. To Logan.
Salazar checks Qureshi at first. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that works the count full.
Yeah, that split the plate right down the middle is exactly right.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Worley.
Pretty big strikeout right there to
pick up the second out of the inning, and you get that number 9 batter. If you can get out of this inning without getting Brett Hall back up to the plate.
Brett Hall on deck.
First pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, and you can't help yourself any better than that to get that first pitch strike.
Right on the inside corner right there. Good live fastball.
1 on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Raiders leading it 4-1. The 0-1, another breaking ball.
Uncle Charlie.
Well, he painted that one as perfect as you can paint one.
That was an Uncle Charlie right there. And woof.
0-2 the count to Wilson. Fastball chopped on and hit foul down the right field side. Hall keeping his on-deck fielding percentage at 1,000.
Was about right on deck, too.
Yeah,
right in the circle.
Really was. Count stays 0-2. 0-2 pitch.
Yeah,
breaking ball. Dropped in. He's caught looking. That's the second strikeout for Oscar Salazar.
Shoot.
No runs on 1 hit. He gives up a walk. They leave 1. And after 2 complete, it's 4-1 Rouse. Thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports.
4-1. Raiders.
2 up for the Raiders in the third. Diaz, Correjo, and Heinrich.
So, Michael, on March 31st, Rouse Baseball is going to host a golf tournament out in Crystal Falls on the Crystal Falls golf course.
Woohoo! Hopefully it's a lot warmer then than it is now.
I certainly hope so. It's a 9 a.m. shotgun start. March 30th is a Thursday, so you'd have to get off of work, and why not, right?
Yeah.
It's a great cause. It's $150 a player, or you can get a team for four for what would that be? 600.
Fun and fellowship to raise funds for the Rouse Raider Baseball Booster Club. And if you show up, there will be food, and also I heard there may be some adult beverages.
Possible adult beverages, and there will be prizes for first, second, third, and, of course, last place. So come out and join us.
Colby Diaz will lead off to get things started here in the third. Holden Harris back out on the bump to pitch the third. Harris pitching exclusively from the stretch, a pitch down and away for ball one.
That was a tight strike. He could have called that a strike on the outside corner there.
1-0 pitch. This is a moonshot, and it falls foul. And I'll tell you what, that one was so high I couldn't even see it.
I didn't see it, but I thought that was going to be about 30 feet out of the ballpark, and it landed inside the ballpark because the wind is blowing it so much.
1-1 the count to Diaz. Correjo on deck. Swing and a miss for strike two. And I'll tell you what, that was a good pitch, and it was a good swing. I think that was a good pitch to swing at right there, Steve.
I had it all messed up on my scoreboard. I had the first pitch as a strike.
1-2. This is cut on and hit out towards center. Hall will camp underneath it and make the catch, and that will do it for Colby Diaz in the third.
If you watch Brett Hall track that ball, you can see how hard that wind is blowing, because that ball was hit to his right side. It was the right side of the of second base, the shortstop side of second base, and all the way over to right center field is where that ball was pushed.
And the higher it goes, the more effect the wind has on it. Pitch misses outside for ball one. Correjo 0 for 0. He drew a walk back in the second and was the first Raider runner to score in tying the ball game. The 1-0, this is chopped and hit down the first base line, and they're going to call it out, but it looked like he fielded it in foul territory.
I think they have to make a decision. From a home plate umpire has to make the decision whether the ball goes over the bag or not. And the home plate umpire said it went over the bag. So
Heinrich 1 for 1. As he singled to left. He takes for ball one. 2 outs with nobody on. A pitch outside for ball two.
Ball two.
Carter has what? One of the 2 hits?
He does.
One of our 2 hits tonight.
The other one being Landon Miller.
Whoa.
3 balls, no strikes.
See that
to Heinrich.
That pitch right there, that's the one I think is a strike. It's a high strike, but it's a strike.
3-0, and another breaking ball that gets that outside corner.
But, Michael, you know what? It really doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah, that's true. And it didn't last year.
Nope.
Swing and a miss on another breaking ball. Take the count full.
And it didn't last year, but I sure was begging last year.
Payoff pitch coming up. 3-2.
Yep.
Breaking ball gets him on the strike 3 call. Raiders go in order. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on. After 2.5, it's 4-1 Rouse.
Holden Harris had a cruise control inning right there with 2 strikeouts and an easy ground out there. So
he didn't have to. I don't have him down for 2 strikeouts. I have him. Diaz flew out to center.
Oh,
Parejo grounded to first. And
got it.
Heinrich struck out.
I thought Diaz struck out. My fault. My fault there.
That's his first punch out for the game.
Aha. I'm so cold, I'm not looking at Game Changer.
Right? It's like, does it require me to use my hands? My fingers are feeling numb.
I mean, I don't know what I would be doing without this jacket that I borrowed.
Oscar Salazar on to pitch the third. Due up in the third for the Grizzlies. Hall, Berryhill, and Click. Be interesting to see how they pitch Hall.
Yeah, they need to pitch him careful, but I mean, if you walk him, it's a double because he steals second. He's so lightning fast out there, and I just you gotta pitch him careful, but you gotta still throw him strikes. So it's a kind of a catch-22
right
scenario.
Hall comes to the plate as he faces Salazar for the second time. He's 1 for 1 and with a single.
Here's Brett Hall leading it off.
He's the only run so far for the Grizzlies.
Just when you think the wind is going to die down.
Usually when the sun goes down, it has a tendency to die down, but not right now. It's not. First pitch offering, a bunt.
He left
Laid out. He left it out there as he chases one that was way up out of the zone for a strike. And he's probably saying, what was I thinking?
Yeah, he wanted to bunt that down and leg it out. Big
trusting his speed. The 0-1, this is hit out towards left center. Caden Casper underneath it, and that will do it.
That ball was knocked down from the beginning. It was just started knocked down. That might have gone to the fence at one point in time, but
well, it's interesting here the way that this field is situated. That really a ball doesn't really have a chance of going out either right or left. As it goes up in the air, it's being pushed toward the right. Swing and a foul tip for Berryhill for strike 1. And so if you can get one out tonight, you're hitting with some power.
You're hitting, yeah, you're doing something there.
1 out with nobody on here in the bottom of the third. Salazar deals a breaking ball that just misses high.
1-1 to captain.
And again, he is definitely trying to get pitchers to throw in the box.
Yeah.
This is popped up and playable. And the catch is made by Landon Miller.
No,
that will do it for Berryhill.
The high strike is not there, especially if the ball is a fastball. The high strike is he's squeezing that top strike, top level.
AJ Click grounded to the pitcher his last time up. This is popped up and hit out towards right center. Landon Miller will make the call, and he'll call Parejo off to get the out. And the Grizzlies go in order. 1, 2, 3 in the third.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Grizzlies after 3, 4-1 Raiders.
All right, Mike Alepa just sent me a text saying that Cedar Park is beating Liberty Hill. Big matchup there in District 25 5A. They are beating Liberty Hill. Cedar Park over Liberty Hill right now, 7-0 in the top of the third.
Wow. That would be a big one right there.
I see 5 teams that should qualify for playoffs, and there will only be 4 spots from this district. So every game is going to be highly contested.
Raiders will be playing Eastview Thursday night here on SHN Sports. That game will be back at Rouse. And speaking of Eastview, their football program, their head football coach, Jared Feacoch, will be going to Cuero to coach for the Gobblers next season.
Yep. I saw that. That broke today, didn't it? That news broke
yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
And for those of y'all that don't know, during the football season, I'm the voice of the Eastview Patriots.
You are.
Or have been. I don't know that I will keep that up this year, but due to some unforeseen circumstances.
Uh-oh.
And, with, So.
I don't want to touch it, I don't think. Michael, did you get fired?
No. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's just.
Was there a scandal?
No, I've got a lot of things going on
Pretty
now, so I primarily want to focus my efforts on Rouse Raider baseball and kind of do that. So
gotcha.
That's kind of where I'm at. Mikey Caputo.
I joke around because there's no way there was going to be a scandal.
Leading off, he takes for ball 1 and then takes for a strike. And that will even the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch. That was up. And he said he did go around.
Wow, tough strike right there.
He tried to check his swing, but the field umpire said he did go around. So it's 1-2. Harris comes set. The 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball cut on and missed for strike 3. And Caputo is retired. And I think we've talked about this before last year when we were here, about the PA guy being the play-by-play guy.
He just has his own special style.
Miller hits this down to third base. The throw will not be in time. It pulls him off the bag. That will be an error, on Justin Qureshi.
Yeah, that was an error all the way. That was a bullet that was hit. However, it was right at the third baseman, Qureshi. Qureshi was backpedaling, trying to field that ball.
That will bring up Joe Sparshew. He takes for ball 1. Sparshew grounded to short. Back in the second. But it was an RBI for him.
Yeah, definitely. RBI doesn't help the batting average, but it does help the RBI stats.
Help the other stats that are
and it helps the team too.
Yeah, it helps the team.
Overall, it helps the team.
Miller extended his lead at first. The pitch down in the dirt, down in the turf here. I was waiting for you to correct me on that.
It was going to. Is it really the dirt? It's.
I know you got me on that a couple of times last year.
It's
dirt-colored
turf.
The 1-0 delivery, again, that's in the turf.
That was a tough call.
For ball 2.
Ball 3.
Oh, ball 3. Where did I mess up? How do I have him in where did I get a strike on him? My book is wrong. Ball 4.
Because it was kind of a tight strike zone.
And Little Shotty draws the walk.
There's Rainer Heinrich.
Rainer Heinrich will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a sac fly to center.
1 out.
Rainer walked and hit a sacrifice fly.
Kind of wonder if they're going to try to bunt down the third base line right here.
Oscar Salazar on deck.
No signs from Coach Krempine, though, so.
First pitch offering.
Hello.
Heinrich lays it down the third base line, and that is a perfect bunt.
Yep.
Perfect bunt.
I saw it coming. Perfect bunt, though.
And that is
Great
one of the
executed.
reasons why he is in that leadoff position.
Okay, we have a pinch hitter here. It's Nathan Miller, number 21.
Bases loaded with Raiders.
And this is pinch hitting for Oscar, so. Right? No. Is Oscar the second batter?
He is the second batter.
Interesting. Probably hitting here, and then Oscar will re-enter.
Breaking pitch inside for a ball. The 1-0 to Miller. This is cut on and fouled back out of play, and the count will go 1-1 as Nathan Miller pinch hitting.
Nathan Miller's a sophomore.
And not related to Landon Miller.
And not related to Landon Miller.
Caden Casper on deck. Bases loaded with 1 out. A 1-1 count to Miller. Harris comes set. The 1-1. That's a breaking ball inside for ball 2. Pitch little high.
That's
Gets called striking. That's the first time we've seen that tonight, right?
Yeah, first high strike tonight.
Landon Miller 90 feet away, waiting for Nathan Miller to drive him in. The 2-2 pitch. That gets away from Click, and that will score Landon Miller. And the Raiders extend their lead by 4 to 5-1. Runners at second and third.
Got to get this another run in now.
Payoff pitch coming up. It's high for ball 4, and that will load the bases again.
Here's number 7.
And that will bring up Caden Casper, a dangerous batter. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And Coach Darling is going to call time and go have a talk.
You know, I didn't see anybody warm
Getting
up.
loose.
I didn't see anybody warm up. So, but you know what? I might have missed that too. So.
Yeah, I can't see. Well, yeah, you can see their bullpen there.
You can see their bullpen. It's just I didn't hear it. I didn't see it.
Unlike the Raiders, their field is pretty much situated kind of the same as, or the foundation is the same as what the Raiders is, and so, but their netting, they don't have netting or anything like that covering their bullpen, so you can see in there.
You can see in there, no privacy. Oh, look at this.
At Rouse, you can't, and that's it.
That's it for Holden Harris.
And they're going to bring Austin Wilson from left field. And so we'll look to see who they bring in defensively. And it looks like
Holden Harris is going to go right out to the outfield of some sort.
Grizzlies, Holden Harris.
Well, the Raiders have done what they needed to do. When you start chasing the starting
Yep.
pitcher out
Yep.
and start getting into their bullpen, you're doing good. And we're assuming that Holden Harris is going to move into left field. You're definitely not going to move the speedster Brett Hall out of center.
Oh, no. No. So it just depends on whether he goes to right or left. He may go to left, and it's just a switch, a player switch. Looks like my phone is about to die, but let's see if I can get the information on Holden Harris. He will be responsible for all 3 runners out there, so the book does not close on him quite yet.
So I do have a charger if you have a C-type connection. If you're an Apple, not a lot I can do for you.
It's an Apple. 72 pitches, 36 strikes, 3.1 innings, three and a third innings. This says 2 hits, but the scoreboard at the
Wilson out doing pitching for the Grizzlies.
at the ballpark says 3 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Again, he can still be charged with these other runs as well.
Here's Caden Casper. Kobe Diaz on deck.
I've got 3 hits that he's given up.
Yeah. I think it's 3 hits.
Casper takes for ball 2. And again, you don't get much of a warm-up other than those 8 pitches coming from left field. So you're cold, and it's going to take you a little bit to get going. And as you're seeing evidence of that.
It's a tough position to be put in. Bases loaded, 1 out, go throw strikes.
Fastball down the middle.
Strike.
For a strike, and obviously the take sign was on.
I bet you it's on right now.
The 3-1. Wow, that was in the right-hand batter's box, and the umpire called it a strike. That'll work the count full. Wilson deals. This is cut on and hit back up the middle. It goes into center field. That will score Little Shotty. Rainer Heinrich.
Great hustle all the way around.
Great hustle for the ever-dangerous Caden Casper with a double. A 2 RBI double for Casper. Runners at second and third. And that will bring up the hard-hitting Kobe Diaz. Diaz committed to Texas State, a Texas State Bobcat. Kobe Diaz will be when he graduates this year.
Here's Kobe Diaz.
Wilson gets the sign from Click. 2 on with 1 out. A breaking ball hangs high for ball 1. Diaz, the 7th batter of the inning. The 1-0 delivery.
Ooh.
Huge swing and a miss by Diaz as he was swinging for the fences on an off-speed pitch that came in.
That was pulled his head out.
1-1 delivery. Again, this is fouled off. And Diaz in a 1-2 count. Obviously, as a big bat as he has, he sees that meatball hanging up there at that off-speed pitch, and he's thinking, oh, I'm giving this thing a ride.
Here we go.
I'm going to put this one over. The 1-2, that's a curveball, and this is going to drop into right field. That will score Carson Voigt. And that will bring in Caden Casper.
That's just a really good
A
piece of
2
hitting.
RBI Texas League single from Colby Diaz.
Great piece of hitting. Just took the outside breaking ball and dumped it over the first baseman's head.
But that's what good hitters do.
Yeah. And wouldn't surprise me if he knew the first baseman was playing in to try to cut down the run, and he just knew he.
Colin Grayho will hit him. He'll hit into an inning-ending double play.
Rolled over on it.
As he rolled over on it.
Ah.
And that will go 4-6, 6-3. On the double play, and that will do it for the Raiders in the fourth. But they score 5 in the fourth on 2 hits. Well, I don't know where he's. You know, he must be counting that that hit by Miller where he reached on the error as a hit.
Yeah, I think that's where the difference is.
Yeah, the disparity there.
Yeah.
I think that's what it must be. So, but it's an E5 and was all the way as the fielder mishandled the ball and
several times.
Right, several times, and then pulled the baseman off bag.
Yeah, the first baseman was pulled off and
so
stay on it.
Being a little generous.
Yeah.
In their scoring. Well, on to the bottom of the fourth we go. Holden Harris, Campbell Kraswanski, and Rome Fornato are due up. Oscar Salazar back out on the mound to pitch the fourth. And if Mr. Aleppo would be so kind to give us an update on that Cedar Park Liberty Hill game.
If my battery will hold down to 1%. Okay, so 12-0, bottom of the fourth.
Ooh.
Cedar Park is just pouring it on Liberty Hill right now.
That is.
I'd almost say, Cedar Park. That's a really must-win game for them. Where are they playing that game? Do you know?
I do not. I do not. I believe they are on Vipe, if anybody wants to go look over there. Holden Harris, the left fielder, comes to the plate. He takes for ball one, a pitch inside. Salazar takes the look in. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball, misses inside, but it looked good for a strike, but unfortunately does not get the call. 2-0 count for Holden Harris. Salazar comes set. The 2-0 pitch. That's high and outside for ball 3. Three 3-0 the count to Harris. Fastball misses inside, and that will be a 4-pitch walk drawn by Holden Harris. That will bring up the right fielder, Campbell Kraswanski. Kraswanski 0 for 1. He grounded to third his first time up. Actually grounded to short. My illegible writing there because it's so cold.
I'm shaking.
Kraswanski takes for ball 1.
5th ball in a row. Gotta find the handle.
Wind has died down just a skosh.
Thank you.
But the damage is done. The fingers are numb, and the toes are just as well. Swing and a miss from Kraswanski, and that will even the count at 1.
I laugh because you talk the truth.
Right. I should have had some toe warmers and hand warmers here in my hoodie. A foul tip for strike 2, and Krzyzewski falls behind 1-2.
Again, I don't know what I would have done without this nice jacket that I got from Angel Sparshoe.
Big tip of the cap to Angel Sparshoe.
Man, oh man.
Little Shotty's mom.
Gosh, that was clutch.
Mom to Big Shotty, too, for that matter. 1-2. This is hit over to third. Caputo has it. Throw to second in time. Throw to first.
Oh, beautiful.
Double play.
Oh, beautiful play.
The Raiders turn it. Thought it was going to be just the one out, but the throw from Heinrich was just in time to Diaz.
Kaspar with a great feed to Rainer Heinrich, and then Rainer Heinrich with a great turn and a awesome, unbelievable pick by Colby Diaz over there at first base. Gosh.
That'll go 5-4, 4-3 on that double play.
Fun to watch good baseball like this.
Oh, where did that miss?
Well, I know where it missed. Carter Heinrich just couldn't squeeze the pitch.
For an auto at a 2-0 count. Fastball in the turf.
I keep laughing.
For ball 3. And
it's just not natural to say in the turf. But
right. It's definitely not.
Then again, it's not.
You got to.
My opinion is it's not natural to play on AstroTurf either. So, but that's just me.
Second walk issued by Oscar in this inning. And we'll bring up Justin Qureshi. Qureshi 0 for 0 with a walk. Salazar has given up 3 walks in this game. And you can tell that this is a little pop-up. Salazar has it, throws over to first in time, and that will do it. That will go 1-3 on the putout of Qureshi.
9-1. Raiders.
No runs on no hits, 1 left on. And after 4 complete, it's 9-1 Rouse. On to the 5th we go. Raiders looking to maybe put on a run or 2 here, and if they can get out of that inning, that would run rule.
2 for the run rule, right? 10 after 5?
10 after 5. Which, if Liberty Hill doesn't come through, then they may be looking at that as well.
Okay, they are playing in Liberty Hill. So, Cedar Park came to play today.
Well, I'm sure they probably got a nice tongue lashing after that loss to Leander. Austin Wilson back on the pitch. He goes 2/3 of an inning in that previous inning. And I'm sure he probably went over to that bullpen and threw some warm-up pitches over there. I didn't pay attention at the
I hope
time.
he did.
Due up for the Raiders, Carter Heinrich, Mikey Caputo, and Landon Miller.
Here's Carter Heinrich leading it off here.
Heinrich 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout.
Mikey Caputo on deck.
I don't know what I'd do without that PA announcer keeping me in check. You just don't hear that a lot. This is cut on and hit foul for a strike. Rouse student section.
Yeah.
Doing a good job at chirping.
Showed up.
They
showed
are
up.
here. The 0-1, that misses for ball 1.
Wait till you see it Friday night when we're home and
Mhm.
hopefully a little bit warmer.
Well, I'm thinking next week with Georgetown and Cedar Park. Pitch in for a strike. And Heinrich down in the count 1-2.
I think I recognize that looks like a lot of basketball.
1-2. This is chopped on. This could fall in for a hit.
Yep.
And it's off the glove of Krzyzewski. And Heinrich will make it to second base. I'm kind of interested to see how that was scored. The PA calls it a
they
double.
called it a double. He went a long way for it.
But it was in his glove and popped out. And if it hits the web of the glove, the palm of the glove, that is an error.
That's an error. Yeah. I mean,
It's Mikey Kithil.
E9 on the error.
Sam Walsh into courtesy run.
That is fouled off by Caputo for strike one. Landon Miller really helping himself with his on-deck fielding percentage. What hustle! I think that is almost an ESPN type on-deck fielding.
I don't think our camera got it at all either.
Got to get on that cameraman. We're going to have to do something about his wages. This is cut on a high-flying pop-up. Brett Hall playing shallow enough to play it, and he will keep Walsh anchored to second base
in that
shallow position.
I thought Walsh might try it.
That was awfully shallow.
And it's 1 for 2 tonight.
How many outs do you have?
One out.
1 out. Okay.
That will bring up Landon Miller. Miller is back pick down to third base, and Walsh will pick up the stolen base to negate the pop up to center.
Did you? I don't know if you saw his jump, but he read that. He read the pitcher really well. He had probably a 5-step jump before the ball was released.
Well, he is a courtesy running specialist.
Yeah.
And that shows exactly why he is as fast as he is.
Gosh. Really smart base running.
He gave Click no chance to throw him out.
Yeah.
Off-speed pitch misses for ball 2. Miller's on-base percentage right now in this game is 1,000. This pitch fouled off for strike 2. That will even the count up.
Can't do better than that.
He has scored at both plate appearances. He has a single and reached on the error. But he scored both times.
Both times, yep.
Wilson comes set. The 2-2 pitch. That's inside and low for ball 3, and the count works full. Joe Sparshoe on deck. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Miller. Wilson picks up his first punch out.
It's a strikeout.
That is 1 on with 2 outs for Joe Sparshoe. Sparshoe is 0 for, oh, wait, no, I got that one wrong. He is 1 for.
Now, the PA announcer says it's 2 walks.
That's what it is, because he was thrown out. That's right. He's drawn 2 walks, so he's 0 for 0 on the night. He has scored once. That is knocked down by Wilson. The throw to first will be in time, and that will not allow the run to score.
Nice blow to the second baseman.
That will go 4-3 on the putout of Sparshoe.
1 hit, no run.
The Raiders get no runs on no hits. They leave 1. And after 4.5, it's 9-1 Rouse. So obviously this PA guy carries his scorebook with him, and that's why he does that.
Did you see? Did you see what I tagged you in on Facebook? Rob Hip puts out a custom.
Oh yeah, his
he has
chart.
He's the H in SHN, and he has a scorebook that has custom front page on it.
Yeah,
I believe.
he's
So,
built his own
man,
score sheet.
that was nifty. Kind of jealous, honestly.
I kind of like the way I do it because I like the big sheets on here. I
I
tape them
was
and
thinking
tear
it-
them up, you know.
I was thinking it was this front cover,
Oh,
like
well,
like here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That front.
oh yeah, I know what you'd like in those Academy scorebooks.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
this doesn't have this, but if you go to my front
Right
cover,
in there. So it says Rob Hip, and it has
Right,
Route. Well, it has his Bearcat logo on it and everything. And
well, I know if I asked him for one, he'd give me one. Rob's just that kind of guy.
he's a
Here's
great
Logan
guy.
Worley
Great
leading
guy. Helped us out with the equipment. Just
Austin Wilson on
the new equipment we have.
Austin Wilson comes to the plate.
Good pitch.
Or actually, not Austin Wilson, Logan Worley.
Fastball in the inside corner right there. Just
Worley's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. First pitch in for a strike. He leaves the bat head out there for a bunt.
caught Carter Heinrich there just a bit. Umpire's asking him if he's okay, and Carter gave the all good.
0-2 the count to Worley. Salazar deals. This one's hit back up the middle. This will be a base hit. And Salazar not able to make the play. He tried to spin. It was opposite glove hand.
I think he's a little bit upset with the pitch selection there. Wanted to come with a curveball or something else, and he got the fastball.
That's the third hit given up by Salazar. Austin Wilson will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he takes for strike one. The 0-1 pitch.
Got him. Oh,
Diaz expecting Worley to dive back in. The back pick was in time, and Diaz could have easily had him thrown out at second, but he made that spin around to tag him at first. And that allows Worley to pick up the stolen base.
that was strike two, by the way.
0-2 the count to Wilson. Wilson now the pitcher of record for the Grizzlies. Worley extends his lead at second. The 0-2 in for ball one, and that'll take the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, that's down and away. Worley will be tagged out. The throw by Heinrich. Wow.
Good play by Carter Heinrich. Threw the runner out by 10 feet.
Caught stealing. That will go 1-5 or 2-5 for the out. Ball two.
I've got a 2-2 count.
That's what I've got. 2-2.
Okay.
The board doesn't. And that'll sail high for ball three, and the count goes full.
I think we're right. I'd argue.
The payoff pitch, that's high for ball four.
Lost him.
Wilson draws a walk.
And Salazar gives up an uncharacteristic fourth walk.
That Cedar Park Liberty Hill game just went final, 13-0.
13-0. Cedar Park, and Coach Crimpine, or no, Coach Harris is going to come out and talk with the infield and see how they want to play Hall here. They have one out with one on. Not sure how many pitches Salazar has on the night so far.
Well, I can look at that, maybe.
If your phone will hold out.
If the phone holds out. As soon as the phone dies, we're done.
I don't have the Apple cable with me, or I'd get you plugged in. And
I'm at currently 56 pitches for Oscar Salazar. So
Hall comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He has singled and flown out to left. Wilson getting a lead there at first. This is chopped on and hit to Heinrich. Heinrich will throw to first and get the out at first. Now that will move Wilson over. The fielder's choice.
yeah, the ball was hit too softly.
We'll go
turn two right there. Good, smart play. 9-1 baseball game. You get the sure out. Always get the sure out. Good, smart play by Rainer Heinrich.
That will bring up Luke Berryhill. He takes for strike one. Berryhill is 1 for 2, a single and a fly out to center. And an RBI single it was, as he brought in the only Grizzly run in Brett Hall. That pitch down and away, another one of those questionable calls.
Yeah.
1-1. And a breaking ball, it stays low for ball 2. And again, the cold weather have an effect on the pitchers being able to grip the ball. And
it's extremely tough to pitch in this weather.
The wind has died down, but there is still some wind.
Good pitch. High strike, but a good pitch right there.
There you go. That'll take the count even. Deuces wild for Luke Berryhill. Salazar has the sign. Comes set. He checks Wilson back at second. Pitch goes high for ball 3, and the count goes full again. So the other thing it does is make pitchers go deep into counts because they're having grip problems.
Yep.
The payoff pitch. Let's cut on and hit foul. Definitely was a strike.
Oh, yeah.
A.J. Click helping out his on-deck fielding percentage. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball sails high for ball 4. And
yep.
Salazar gives up his second walk of the inning. Runners at first and second for A.J. Click as he comes to the plate.
Deck.
Steve and I kid around. The on-deck fielding percentage is just something I've made up over the years and just kind of have fun with it. Even coaches get the on-deck fielding percentage here. So, but we have fun with it.
Oh, my goodness. When I first heard you say that, I went, huh?
All right.
What's that?
On-deck fielding percentage. That's not a stat.
Oh.
Wow. At first pitch, and Salazar not happy with that call.
He wanted that one.
He wanted that one.
Yep.
Click is 0 for 2. He's hit into a fielder's choice and is flown out to center. Swing and a miss for a strike. One ball, one strike count for the catcher. Holden Harris on deck for the Grizzlies. The 1-1 pitch that sails high for ball 2.
Nope.
Ball
That just
strike.
he's really tried to. Home plate umpire's been very consistent with it. Just nothing up top.
Oh, woo, what a nasty
Yeah.
bender.
That was Uncle Charlie that came home. He knocked on the front door.
That was some nasty right there. Deuce is wild for Click.
I bet he gets another one of those.
Breaking ball. Letter high.
Gosh.
Not exactly sure where that missed.
Gosh.
And the count goes full.
That was. All right, 3-2, 2 outs. You should see the runners run. Get on their horses. They should be.
The payoff pitch. That's low in ball 4. And Salazar has loaded him up with his third walk of the inning.
It's Holden Harris.
Looks like Zach Alvarez is actually warming up in the Raider bullpen right now.
Walk.
Not sure how long he's been in warming up, but
Holden Harris will come to the plate. Campbell Kraswanski is on deck.
we have a. Did we get a courtesy runner or something? I didn't see. I just didn't see it.
We do have a courtesy runner. I didn't see his number, and we do have a lineup card. As soon as we see a number
on first base.
Yes, he's at first.
Okay. I'll take a look for you.
First pitch sails high for a ball.
No place to put him. Gotta come to. Gotta find the strike zone here.
This is hit foul and out of play down the right field side.
14. Number
That'll
14.
be Ethan Bearman. Bearman, one of the seniors on this team. The returning starter, as listed as a returning starter. The 1-1, this is fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Harris.
Couple of important pitches right there.
And this is where you want to be. You want to be ahead.
Got to be ahead. Got to come right after him.
2 outs, bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh, that's
Again,
so
not
close.
Getting the call. A heads-up play by Rainer Heinrich as the throwback to Salazar was in the dirt, and almost a huge mistake by Carter Heinrich. 2-2 the count to Holden Harris. Pitch in the dirt for ball 3, and the count goes full.
Count's full. 3-2. 2 outs.
So the runner should also again be on the way. Off with the pitch. Just getting a jump. That's all they're trying to do is get the jump. They're not trying to steal here. Just get the jump.
The payoff pitch. Misses for, I don't know where that one missed, but it did.
It was close.
And that'll walk in a run.
And that's going to end the night. That's going to end the night. Looks like, I believe that it. I want to get a number on, make sure that it was Zach Alvarez.
That is the 4th walk of the inning for Oscar Salazar. Very uncharacteristic. You can see the impact that this weather has had on every pitcher tonight, not just Salazar.
It has not been easy.
Salazar has given up 7 walks on the night. Very, very uncharacteristic.
7 walks. Wow.
For the sophomore.
Number 33 is Zach Alvarez, correct?
That is correct.
I believe I could just kind of tell by his motion.
Zach Alvarez comes on in relief of Oscar Salazar.
with a 9-2 baseball game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Zach Alvarez's job is just to throw strikes. Just come in, throw a bunch of strikes. If they hit it, it's okay. We will eventually get that last out and get back into the dugout where it's warm. But right now it's here it is, and hit it if you want. If you can. Hit me if you can.
Making a pitching change, so an altogether different look. And, true, it would be a different look in this game if we were playing in warmer weather. Both pitchers would have had their stuff, and the game would have a different complexion than it has. But, that's part of baseball. Both teams have to battle through it, and you can't make excuses for what you're doing out there. You just got to get out there and play the game, but it does take its toll.
Yeah. It's definitely a part of high school baseball too, since we play high school baseball February, March, April, and if you're going further in May and June into the playoffs. But February and March, man, it can just be brutal. If you remember, back at the Dell Diamond, it was hot.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It was sweltering. So
Campbell Kraswanski will come to the plate. Swing and a miss.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Rouse Raiders. Zach Alvarez.
Kraswanski 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and second. The 0-1. That stays high, and that will even the count at 1. Alvarez comes set. He deals the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outside corner for strike 2, and that was a nice fastball.
That was good heat and some movement there as well. Real live, late movement.
Bases loaded with 2 outs for Campbell Kraswanski. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside for ball 2. That will even things up.
Honestly, he hit a spot right there. I think they wanted it outside, about 6 inches outside, and he hit it. Perfect.
Deuce is wild for Kraswanski.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking ball. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
my gosh. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that.
That was
terrible. Wow.
Wow.
Raiders should be headed back to the dugout, but the umpire has forgotten where the strike zone is.
Wow.
Foul tip.
I mean,
the count has gone full. What a terrible call.
It was a beautiful pitch. Fooled everybody, including the umpire.
The payoff pitch. Swing! And that will set him down.
One run on 1 hit, 3 left.
They get 1 run on no hits. Actually, they do get 1 hit. 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 3. And after 5 complete, it's 9-2 Raiders.
9-2.
No.
Can we beg for 3 more runs?
Very uncharacteristic of me. I've kind of broken my own rule about saying something like that. I think you rubbed off on me from last year.
I sure did.
Calling the umpire for not making a call. I mean, unfortunate. It was a strikeout looking, and
just fooled everybody.
I mean, it eventually ended up in a strikeout anyway, but
So Oscar Salazar closed the book on Oscar Salazar for the night. 4 2/3 innings, got 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 7 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Total of 76 pitches thrown and 37 of them for strikes. The 7 walks, though, I will say the 7 walks it's weather related.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
it's just hard to throw a strike tonight.
It's very uncharacteristic of Oscar Salazar to give that many walks. He's just.
But I will also say this: 7 walks and what do we say? 3 hits, so 10 runners on.
Well, yeah.
10 runners on, and to only give up 2 runs. That's
pretty good.
Pretty good. That's battling when you have the odds against you.
Well, every one of the walks issued were on full counts, so it wasn't. Well, in that last inning, they were.
Oh, okay.
Now he did have 2 others.
Yeah, there were some 4-pitch walks in there.
Some 4-pitch walks. He actually gave up 3 4-pitch walks.
In the turf for ball 2.
Rainer Heydrich leading off the 6th, and I'm hearing Raynar out in the stands.
Raynar.
And he's in a 2-0 count.
Didn't give that to him either. So
Alvarez on deck. The 3-0. That will get the outside corner for a strike.
Balls and a strike.
Austin Wilson pitching the 6th. High curveball for ball 4, and that will get the leadoff on. That's the 2nd walk that Heinrich has drawn.
Caden Casper on deck.
So in all that, he's 1 for 2 with 2 walks, a single, and a sac fly to center. Pitch in the turf, Click covers it. And Heinrich will stay anchored to first.
So with Oscar leaving the game, he left the game for being batted for, and then he came back. He re-entered the game, and then he left the game again. I believe he is out for the rest of the game. Do you agree? Or
that as a pitcher?
As a pitcher, yeah. Obviously he can't come back in as a pitcher again.
No. He can't. Well, I don't know. I thought that too, but this was the thing. When we were in the playoffs a couple years ago, and we were playing down in Waller.
Okay.
Jared Southard was the starting pitcher in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And he went out. He was relieved, came back in again, relieved again, came back in again.
Okay.
So the pitcher, I think, can do that. I would have to read the rule, but yes.
Strange. Hard to. It's the finer points.
Pitch in for a strike is Alvarez was in a 3-0 count. 3-1 the count to Alvarez. This one fouled off, and the count works full.
So the wind really has died down, and I would say
what it is
just a breath of
they've actually kind of fallen. A little while ago, they were still blowing. Payoff pitch. This is hit out to right. Kraswowski underneath it makes the catch, and that will retire Alvarez. 1 on with 1 out for Caden Casper. Casper 1 for 2 with a double.
Here's Casper. 1 out.
Wilson comes set. Throw to first. Will not be in time as Heinrich easily back in.
Colby Diaz on deck.
Pitch high. Throw down by Click. Will not. It is in time.
Wow.
I would argue that, as his hand was on the bag and the tag was in the middle of his body.
Yeah. I think he was safe, but doesn't really matter again. Doesn't matter what I think.
It's 2 outs.
And Coach Crampane, I'm not sure what the count was on that. Did he call that a ball?
The scoreboard has it as a ball. I'm going to put it as a ball. That's a strike.
1-1 the count. Maybe it was supposed to be a cover swing.
Maybe. But
The 1-1 pitch, that is cut on and hit out to left. Holden Harris underneath it and makes the catch. And the Raiders go in order in the
Harris. No hits, nobody left. Still 9-2. Going into the bottom of the 6th.
So that was F7 as well.
F7, yep.
Did I miss a batter? Heinrich drew the walk. Did Sparshoe, what did he do? No.
Heinrich.
Oh,
It goes
Alvarez.
Heinrich, and then it goes Alvarez. Yeah.
Okay, but that only have 2 outs.
It was then Heinrich got thrown out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't mark that. My bad, folks. So that goes 2-6 on the
2-6.
put out
Correct, yes.
of Heinrich as he was caught stealing. For out number 2, and then the fly out. So roundabout way of retiring the side in order. Zach Alvarez on to pitch the Grizzly half of the 6th. Everybody's cold.
Everybody's cold. No doubt. Oh, goodness.
So both teams.
Let's see. We go around the diamond here. We've got. Do you know what class junior is? Zach Alvarez a junior?
I do not know.
Okay. I know Carter Heinrich's a senior. Colby Diaz is a senior. Rainer Heinrich is a sophomore. Joe Sparshoe is a junior. Caden Kaspar is either a sophomore or a junior, I believe.
I think he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
I believe so. Landon Miller's a sophomore.
Landon Miller's a sophomore. We have a junior in Colin Correo, and out in left field is Caden Kaspar. I believe he's a junior, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. A lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores.
2-ball count to Rome Fortunato as he stands in. He's 0 for 1, and he's grounded to second and walked. The 2-0. Pitch down and away for ball 3. So evidently, some of the Grizzly fans are chirping.
Yeah, they just want to chirp a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think Zach Alvarez has a necklace that he was not really supposed to be wearing out there, or maybe it's just a 1-chain rule.
3-0 the count to Fortunato. Justin Qureshi on deck. Pitch outside for ball 4. Alvarez trying to paint the corners.
Again, that not easy holding on to the ball tonight. That's just kind of the story of the night right there.
And I can't really question any of those 4 pitches. They were all outside.
They were all balls. As
Pitch
was that.
in the dirt. Throw down to second will not be in time. Rainer Heinrich.
Fortunato down to second base.
It's needing some strikes thrown here. 1-0 count to Koreshi.
Oh, now that was a questionable call.
You're right, yeah.
That was a call that went our way.
It did. 1-1 the count to Koreshi. 1-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle. That was a legitimate strike.
I agree.
For strike 2, and Koreshi down in the count 1-2. Fornato extends his lead at second. Nobody really holding him on. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for a huge strike 3 count.
Nice looking breaking ball right there.
One down. Strikeout. Here's Logan Worley.
That will bring up Logan Worley. Worley 1 for 2. He struck out in the second, and he singled in the 5th.
Austin Wilson on deck.
First pitch to Worley, a swing and a miss. Austin Wilson on deck. 0-1 the count to Worley.
Oh,
Breaking
nice
ball in for a strike.
Great pitch right there.
Worley down 0-2. 1 out with 1 on. Alvarez deals. This was cut on and hit up to short. Sparshu has it. Throw to first in time.
You know, those are just the routine plays that the Raiders seem to be making all the time.
Right.
And it just makes everything easier. If you don't make that type of play, the ball game gets away from you quickly.
Brett Hall on deck.
Austin Wilson will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout looking. He takes for ball 1. Trust your defense, they say.
Trust your defense. Let them hit it. See what happens.
Alvarez comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And I'll tell you what, they don't get much better than that.
Beauty. That's
count evens up at 1.
Nice pitching.
Brett Hall on deck. Pitch down and away.
Pitch
ball 2.
The pitch before makes that next pitch look another 10 miles an hour faster. And even harder to hit.
Alvarez comes set. The 2-1. Breaking ball misses for ball 3.
3 balls and a strike. Wilson. 2 outs here.
Throw strikes. I think I hear some activity going in the Raider bullpen. The 3-1, that's high and outside for ball 4, and the Raiders have given up another walk, and runners at first and third.
Here's Brett Hall.
And probably the most dangerous hitter on the team is up now with 2 on. So that's not a walk that should be taken lightly right there.
Hall 1 for 3. He has singled, flown out to left, and grounded out to second in a fielder's choice. This is trouble. This is going to score a run. Correjo will throw it into second, but the damage is done. An RBI single for Brett Hall.
Coronado scores.
And the Raiders' lead is 6. 9-3 Raiders. As Luke Berryhill comes to the plate. Alvarez deals for a strike.
Another dangerous batter for the Glen Grizzlies. Luke Berryhill.
He's 1 for 2.
Okay.
He is singled and flown out to center. He
Good.
takes for strike 2.
2 good pitches right there, both on the outside corner.
Runners at first and second. Click on deck. Pitch low for ball 1. And at this point, coach is like, I just need people to throw strikes.
Yeah, just throw
throw
strikes. Fill up the zone.
Alvarez comes set. The 1-2. On a big strike 3 count. The big right-hander lays him down. And that'll do it for the Grizzlies in the 6th. They get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 2. And after 6 complete, it's 9-3 Rouse.
Ooh, boy.
And I tell you what, the Raiders, to be where they're at, having given up 9 walks in this ball game,
Yeah.
is
they,
tremendous.
they have kept
How many times
off a home plate, but man, oh man, they've
how many times
left
have
a
we
lot
said
runners.
you can't defend walks?
Cannot defend
And
walks.
that's ultimately what ran Salazar out of the game.
Yeah.
When you give up 4 walks in 1 inning.
Yes, it's not. It's a recipe for short outings,
Right.
For pitchers there.
And Rouse hasn't seen that very often. I think we
Mm-mm.
saw that in the semifinal game
Yeah.
versus Hallsville,
Uh-huh.
where Andrew walked in a run,
Yep.
and they ended up winning that game. What, 2-1?
I think it was 4-2.
Was it 4-2?
Yeah, 4-2. But what a run!
What a run it was, but we blame that game on Steve.
I was totally responsible for that.
Lori blamed it on Steve, so
Yep.
that's got to make it right.
Yep.
Because Andrew was doing so well as he was in the booth, but he wanted to go be with Lori watching Andrew pitch in the semifinals, and then everything started to go downhill.
It unraveled a little bit.
Just a skosh he did.
Oh,
Due up for the
Sorry.
Raiders in the 7th, Diaz, Correjo, and Heinrich. Diaz is 1 for 3. He is grounded to third, flown out to center, and singled. And he takes for a strike. Austin Wilson back out to pitch the 7th for the Grizzlies. The 0-1, a big swing for strike 2. And evidently, Colby likes what he sees coming out of his hands.
Man,
But,
he's taking some monster hacks.
y'all, Austin Wilson, he has. This is a chopper hit to short. Berry Hill has it. The throw to first will be in time, and that will do it for Diaz. 6-3 on the putout.
6-3 on the putout. That's 1 down.
Just exactly what you said.
It was. He's done that several times. It's like, okay, who's going to race to see who can say it first, right?
Right.
That'll bring up the big lefty, Colin Correjo. Correjo is 0 for 2 with a walk. He is grounded to first and grounded to second. Short.
That was a double play. Grounded into a double play.
Yep, it was. 4-6-6-3 double play.
Get through.
That is lined down to first again, and that will do it for Correjo for out number 2. And that will bring up, we do have
Caden
a
Crow.
pinch hitter, Caden Crow.
Caden Crow, batter. Number 14.
Who is he pinch hitting for?
He is pinch hitting for Carter Heinrich.
Carter Heinrich. Okay.
First pitch offering in for a strike.
No, that's a ball.
Did he call that a ball?
He called that a ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, it's like this. At least I say it for both teams. A swing and a miss for strike one. 1-1 the count to Crow. And we have another pinch hitter on deck if it goes that far for Mikey Caputo. That's cut on and hit foul for strike two. 1-2 the count to Crow. Like Jack Knight is getting loose in the bullpen. The 1-2 pitch down and away for ball two. Deuce is wild. Wilson deals. Breaking ball is 12-6, but
Man.
it was.
That was a foot, started a foot over his head and broke all the way down.
Dropped
to his elbow level.
Payoff pitch. That is hit back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Caden Crow. And that'll bring up number 13, Ashton Haughty. He will be pinch hitting for the third baseman, Mikey Caputo.
Hey,
I told.
You told him.
I told him.
Hodde. One on with 2 outs for Haughty as he comes to the plate.
Ashton Haughty batting.
This is, and the PA guy corrected it.
There we go.
Number 13. That's what Tim's number was when he first made it up to varsity as a sophomore. He's facing Wilson for the first time tonight. As he takes, for a strike. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, what a terrible call.
I'm not saying it, folks.
That had no place in the strike zone.
I want to make sure everybody knows I'm not. Oh, hello.
This is hit deep to left, and it just goes foul.
Man, he barreled that one up.
He turned on that one and gave it a ride.
It was a not quite a foul ball home run, but he definitely got all of it.
Well, that might have scored Crow.
Oh, yeah.
Had it gone fair to the fence.
Especially with 2 outs. If Crow was running at all, he would have.
Crow has come in as a courtesy runner. At least once that I know of.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe it was a pinch runner.
I think
either way,
but you wouldn't put somebody slow as in that role.
Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Raiders' 7th. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. And after 6.5, it's 9-3 Rouse.
Rouse hasn't scored since the 5th. Is that right?
That is right. And it looks like Austin Wilson has picked up his second strikeout of the night. Because I want to say that Holden Harris had 2 strikeouts. So that's what I'm seeing. There's 4 total strikeouts by Grizzly pitching. Jack Knight comes on in relief of Zach Alvarez.
Whew. Okay, so Zach Alvarez, we can close the book on him. And Zach Alvarez went 1 1/3 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, that was earned, and 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. So out of the 4 outs that he was in, he struck out 3.
How about
of those
that?
4.
Due up for the Grizzlies, the heart of the order. Click, Harris, and Krzyzewski. That's a 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
And my phone just died. That is the end of it.
That is the longest 1% that I've seen ever last.
I know.
Like,
but it is
that
done.
was like an hour ago when you have got 1% left. Well, it seems
it's
like
officially dead. So
it's officially dead.
If you're trying to text me or call me,
I can tell you when my phone says 1%.
It's
toast.
It's
it's toast. And I've got the Note 20 something plus.
Oh yeah.
To start off.
And I love that phone. It's a very powerful phone. Takes great pictures.
Uh-huh.
AJ Click will come to the plate. Click is 0 for 2. He's hit into a fielder's choice. He's flown out to center, and he's drew a walk, and he takes for a strike.
AJ walked his last time up.
Holden Harris on deck.
This is
exactly
what Jack Knight needs to do is come in and just throw strikes. Just get the ball over the plate. Challenge the hitters.
The 0-2, it's a fastball cut on and hit foul and throwing strikes.
Just throw strikes.
Grizzlies down to their last 3 outs. This is cut on and lined to third. Caputo has it, and that will do it for Click. And that will bring up Holden Harris. Harris started this game off as the pitcher. He eventually was relieved by Austin Wilson and moved to left field. First pitch, that's cut on and hit foul for strike 1. Knight, a downhill pitcher.
Keep throwing strikes.
Kind of like what you see from Colby Diaz.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. This is chopped on and hit foul for strike 2. Knight working really quickly.
Working quickly and filling up the zone. Perfect.
Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. We also want to recognize our home run sponsors. Knight just misses that outside corner for ball 1. Recognize our home run sponsors with the Recon Shop and Austin Summit Group Realty. The 1-2, that's inside for ball 2. That will even things up.
Both of those pitches I felt like were too close to take.
Krzyzewski on deck. The 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball. This is cut on and hit deep to right and goes foul. But it wasn't foul by much. Maybe a foot.
Man. Yeah, that was very close and not wind aided anymore.
No, definitely not. Both flags are laying flat. It took long enough for the wind to die down.
Couldn't happen fast enough.
But I still haven't warmed up any. My toes are numb. My hands are starting to feel a little better, but my toes are definitely feeling it.
I was unprepared.
2-2 pitch, a fastball down low in the turf for ball 3. The payoff pitch coming up. 3-2. That's low for ball 4.
Shoot.
And that will bring up Campbell Krzyzewski. Krzyzewski is 0 for 3. He is grounded to short. He is grounded to second and struck out. One and 0 the count to Krzyzewski. Harris extends his lead at first. Pitch misses low for a ball. Two balls, no strikes to Krzyzewski. Harris again extends his lead from the stretch. The 2-0. This is hit foul and out of play. Count goes to 2-1. One on with one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Rouse leading this one 9-3. Fortunato on deck. The 2-1. That will get away from Heinrich, and Holden Harris will advance on the wild pitch.
Not sure if that was a cross-up. It just didn't look like Carter Heinrich was ready for that fastball there. Maybe he was expecting a curveball.
The 3-1. That's outside for ball 4.
Can't defend walks.
And Knight has given up back-to-back walks.
You've got to fill up the zone, and you got to find the zone right now. As I can guarantee you don't want it to get any closer than 9-3.
First pitch in for a strike, and it's just cold weather taking its toll. But I'll tell you what, Rouse has definitely given up more walks than Grizzlies have. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch, and Fortunato down 0-2.
Trust your fastball.
Runners at first and second with one out here in the seventh. The 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
my goodness. Again, he doesn't give that strike call.
Man.
It's just
ouch.
Terrible. The 1-2 pitch, a fastball in for strike 3, and I think that was a makeup call.
Had to call that one. It's like he almost had a take sign on that one.
And that will bring up Justin Qureshi.
We have a pinch hitter, number 17.
Oh, I missed that one.
Number 17 is
Jackson Dunaway.
Yeah, Jackson Dunaway.
Number 17, Jackson Dunaway, hitting for Justin Qureshi. That pitch misses for ball 1.
Oh, darn.
I'll tell you what, that's another one. Pitches.
Yeah.
Wow, he was really squeezing these pitchers hard.
Right on the edge tonight.
2-0 the count. Pitch low for ball 3. The Grizzlies down to their final out. Runners at first and second with 2 away. Knight deals high for ball 4, and that will load them.
Yeah.
It has to be frustrating for Coach Krimpane. That is the 12th walk of the game issued by Raider pitching, if I'm not mistaken.
We have a pinch runner. I'm going to call him a pinch runner. He might be a courtesy runner there, but I'm going to call him a pinch runner.
No, that's Justin Qureshi coming back in.
Okay, so he re-entered. He re-entered the game.
This is cut on and hit foul.
Oh, I don't know.
By Logan Worley.
Did you count that as an error on the on deck?
I didn't see it.
Oh,
you calling it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, that's going to affect that on deck fielding percentage.
Yes,
he did. He went around.
So that's strike 2 now.
Strike 2, and he didn't intend to leave the bat head up, but he did.
Yeah, he did, and
crossed the plate. And once that bat head crosses the plate, it's a strike. Down to their final strike, a pitch that sails high. Unfortunately, Carter Heinrich able to keep it from going to the backstop and allowing Holden Harris to run. Bases loaded with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. That is fouled off, and Worley stays alive. He's 1 for 3. Strikeout, a single, and a ground out to short.
Nope.
The 1-2 stays high for ball 2, and that will even the count up at 2.
7.
Knight has nowhere to put him. Deuce is wild for Worley.
Split the play.
Fastball, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will do it. The Raiders get the punch out and the win, 9-3. Not a pretty win at all.
Not a pretty win, nope.
As the Raiders give up 12 walks, and I'll go through and check that.
12 walks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The Raiders give up 12 walks on the night, and any other time, Steve, that would be absolutely disastrous.
That would be, you would be done. Yep, it would be a done deal. Forget it. At 12 walks, you'd point right at 12 walks, and you'd say the reason why they lost the game is 12 walks. And tonight they only gave up 3 runs with 12 walks with 4 hits scattered in there. So
you remember the last
amazing.
time the Raiders gave up walks like that was in New Braunfels Canyon.
Oh yeah,
in the bi-district series.
Yep.
In the second game, and the Raiders
It did not go well.
just did not go well, and
I think it was a 15-1 game.
right, it was
over early.
It was ugly. It's like you say, this is getting ugly in a hurry.
Yeah.
And that one definitely was. And tonight, the Raiders took advantage early of miscues by the Grizzlies and the inability for Holden Harris to be able to throw strikes.
Sure.
You see the effect that the cold weather has on these guys, and
that was the story of the night was the cold weather and it was hard to grip the baseball.
It was.
And how many high strikes did we see tonight? A lot, or high strikes, high balls that missed high.
Yeah.
There was a number of balls that missed high.
There was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of them. So
So-
why don't you go over the golf tournament?
Well, we're going to have Thursday, March 31st. We're going to have a golf tournament brought to you by Rouse Baseball, the Rouse Baseball Booster Club, and it's $150 per player out at the Crystal Falls Golf Course. Starts at 9 a.m. And get your team of 4, or just come on out, and we'll put you with the team. Sign up at RouseRaiderBaseball.com. Is it RouseRaiderBaseball.com? Is that what it is?
I believe it is.
RouseBaseball.com.
RouseBaseball.com.
RouseBaseball.com. And, they've got prizes, hole-in-one contest. You can win a car out there.
Hey, there you go.
So, it's hard to hit a hole-in-one. I have actually done that one time, but it was...
I'd have to say I do
millions of
me at a putt-putt golf course, maybe.
So, anyways, we'll all have a good time there.
Yeah, true that. So we're going to kind of cut it a little short tonight as we're trying to get some blood moving in our extremities now.
Exactly.
And get this thing closed out. The happy final here tonight, Raiders 9-3 over the Glen Grizzlies. And we will be back on the air come Thursday night when the Raiders host the Eastview Patriots at Rouse. And also definitely wanted to mention, and I just it just flew right out of my mind. See if I can remember it right quick. What was I thinking before I got distracted? Oh, just wanted to remind everybody, hey, we're watching these games live, but Coach Crimpane has asked me to put them on private. So tomorrow this game will actually go private until probably after district season.
At least
So
after
maybe-
district season, maybe after playoffs. are
Maybe after
completely done.
playoffs. So
Yep.
that's just kind of the way things are because coaches can really sit there and disseminate and scout
Yeah, we'll go.
based off of these. So he's asked me to set them to private.
Yep.
So just want y'all to know so you don't get angry that you can't find these games
Yeah.
on YouTube. So
We'll
anyway,
you'll catch them on in the summer, right?
yeah,
So
true that.
all right.
He's Steve Kithil. I'm Michael
Sounds
Francis.
good.
We thank you for tuning in.